99.7% of this land is completely empty. Can you imagine that? A place where nature stretches on endlessly, untouched by human hands. No roads, no cities, just miles upon miles of barren desert, rugged mountains and endless skies. It's a land so vast and silent that it feels like the world itself is holding its breath. This is Mongolia, a land of endless wilderness, where the winds shape the sand dunes into singing symphonies, and the mountains rise like ancient guardians over the land. Here, the skies are open, and the earth remains as raw and untamed as it's always been. From the windswept deserts to the towering mountain ranges, this place is nothing short of magical. Every corner reveals something new, something wild, something beautiful. Oh, what hidden stories does this mysterious land hold? What adventures await in its boundless landscapes? Stay with me, because we're about to uncover Mongolia's hidden wonders, places so extraordinary that you'll wonder why no one ever told you about them before. Erdene Monastery is a unique and ancient site, standing proudly in Mongolia's history. Founded in 1586 by Altai Khan, a descendant of Genghis Khan, it was built on the ruins of the ancient city of Kharkhorin. At its height, the monastery had 62 temples and 1,500 monks, making it the largest Buddhist center in Mongolia. One of its famous traditions was the Sam ritual, where up to 120 monks and locals performed masked dances to purify the place. Sadly, during the 1930s, religious practices were banned, and many of the monastery's buildings were destroyed. But after Mongolia's 1990 democratic revolution, Erdene was revived and has become a symbol of the country's Buddhist revival. Today, it's one of the few surviving Buddhist sites from Mongolia's ancient religious heritage. However, climate change and desertification are threatening the monastery's survival, with key buildings deteriorating quickly. Efforts are now underway to preserve this incredible site, and it's a place where young people can learn about the importance of heritage conservation. Now, before we move on to the next adventure, here's a fun question for you. What is the name of the Mongolian traditional music using throat singing? Comment your answer below. Over 800 years ago, the hooves of the Mongol Empire's horses thundered across the Eurasian continent, forging one of history's largest empires. But few know that today, not far from Ulaanbaatar, stands a colossal statue, towering 40 meters into the Mongolian sky, honoring the great Khan. Welcome to the magnificent Genghis Khan equestrian statue. Standing 40 meters tall and made from 250 tons of gleaming stainless steel, the statue shines across the Mongolian steppe like a beacon of history. It's located in Ongiin Gol, a place believed to be one of Genghis Khan's early stomping grounds. Look closely, and you'll see the great Khan facing east, a symbolic gesture pointing toward his birthplace. In his right hand, he holds a golden whip, representing his rise from humble beginnings to ruler of the world's largest contiguous empire. Climb up to the observation deck in the horse's head for sweeping panoramic views of the land that shaped this legendary leader. More than just a statue, it's a powerful tribute and a must-see stop for anyone wanting to feel the spirit and vastness of Mongolia. If you are watching this, please click the subscribe button in the corner of the screen. It's completely free, but means a lot to us. The Altai Mountains, a stunning range where Russia, China, Mongolia, and Kazakhstan meet, are a land of ancient history and diverse cultures. For thousands of years, this region has been home to various groups, including Russians, Kazakhs, Altais, Tuvans, and Mongols, with indigenous semi-nomadic people forming a significant part of the population. The name Altai itself has roots in ancient languages, possibly meaning golden. Interestingly, the Altai Mountains were once home to a now extinct branch of early humans called the Denisovans, who lived alongside Neanderthals and our own ancestors. Recognizing its unique natural and cultural importance, A large part of the Altai Mountains, known as the Golden Mountains of Altai, is a UNESCO World Heritage Site. This designation highlights the region's diverse plant life, from steppes to alpine vegetation, and its role in protecting endangered animals like the snow leopard and Altai argali. So, the Altai Mountains are not just a beautiful landscape, but a place filled with a rich tapestry of human history and natural wonders. Imagine a land where the wind whispers tales across vast open plains, stretching across the southern heart of Mongolia. This is the Gobi Desert. Unlike the sandy seas of the Sahara, the Gobi unfolds as a dramatic tapestry of wide gravel expanses and weathered rocky outcrops, each holding echoes of ancient times. Here, the sun and the wind have sculpted a land of extremes. In the summer's embrace, the heat can soar to 40 degrees Celsius, while winter's touch brings a biting cold of minus 40 degrees Celsius. The lifeblood of rain is scarce, sometimes offering only a fleeting visit each year, or, in some areas, a mere whisper every 2 or 3 years. Yet, within this seemingly harsh realm lies an incredible sanctuary, the Great Gobi National Park, a protected area larger than Switzerland itself. This vast biosphere cradles the last of the wild Bactrian camels, their 2 humps carrying stories of resilience, along with the hardy wild ass and the rare Gobi bear, a creature uniquely adapted to this desert environment. Journey back millions of years, the Gobi was a verdant landscape of sandstone, dotted with forests and lakes. The aridity that preserves the secrets of the past also shapes a land of stark beauty and surprising diversity, from stony plains to rugged badlands, and even unexpected forests and high mountains. The Gobi is a place where the silence speaks volumes, where the vastness evokes a sense of timelessness, and where the resilient life, both human and animal, tells a compelling story of survival against the odds. Baibaliq is an ancient city located about 14 kilometers west of Khutag town, near the Selenge River Valley. This place has been protected as a National Historic Site of Mongolia since 1998. Baibaliq was founded around 758 AD during the rule of the Uyghur king Bayanzag Khan. An ancient stone inscription tells us that the king ordered the building of Baibaliq on the banks of the Selengsh River. Long ago, it served as a major center for ceremonies and trade during the Uyghur Empire's expansion toward Lake Baikal. Walking through the ruins, you can still see the layout of the old city, built with mud brick walls and strong defenses. Baibaliq became a lively cultural and trading hub, welcoming merchants from Tajikistan, China, and even Manichaean missionaries. This is Tsagaan Suvarga, also known as the White Stupa, where the land tells a story millions of years old. Located in southern Mongolia, this place stretches 400 meters wide and rises 60 meters high, with steep clay walls that seem to reach the sky. The White Stupa got its name because locals respect it like a holy mountain. From the top, you'll see colorful hills below, formed by layers of ancient minerals like iron and calcium. Thousands of years ago, this area was underwater, and what we see now is the leftover seabed, turned to stone. The colorful cliffs you see today are actually a giant history book, written in rock. But be careful as you walk. It's windy, the hills are slippery, and the cliffs are steep. Still, if you're lucky enough to visit at sunset, the view will take your breath away. Have you been Tsagaan Suvarga yet? If you have, drop a 1 in the comments. If it's now on your list, drop a 2. Just 360 kilometers southwest of Ulaanbaatar lies the Orkhon Valley, a vast grassland landscape that stretches along the banks of the Orkhon River. This UNESCO World Heritage Site spans over 121,000 hectares and has been a center of nomadic pastoralism for more than 2,000 years. The valley was once the political heart of Central Asia, home to powerful empires like the Gökturks, the Uyghurs, and eventually the Mongols. Ancient inscriptions from the 8th century still stand here, marking the reign of Bilge Khan and the sacred importance of the Otuken mountain nearby. It was believed that whoever controlled this valley held divine power to unite and rule the Turkic tribes. The ruins of Kharbalgus and Karakorum, the capital of the Mongol Empire under Genghis Khan, still echo the valley's imperial past. Religious heritage flourishes through monuments like the Erdene Monastery and Tuvkun Hermitage, preserving centuries of Buddhist tradition. The rhythm of nomadic life continues across the grasslands, with herders moving their flocks in seasonal cycles as they have for generations. In Orkhon Valley, ancient history and living culture blend into one of the most authentic and enduring landscapes of the Central Asian steppes. Imagine standing in a desert where the very sand beneath your feet sings. Meet the Khongoryn Els, or the Singing Sands, a place where nature performs its own symphony every day, just waiting to be heard. Stretching over 965 square kilometers, these towering dunes rise like giant waves of sand, with some reaching heights of up to 80 meters. As the wind sweeps across the vast expanse, the sand shifts and moves, creating a resonant sound that echoes across the desert. This eerie, almost mystical sound is caused by the sand particles rubbing together, producing a noise that can resemble the roar of an aircraft during takeoff. The dunes themselves are constantly changing, sculpted by the wind into new shapes and patterns, making each visit to the Singing Sands a unique experience. Some of the dunes stretch up to 12 kilometers wide, their curves creating dramatic landscapes that seem to go on forever, inviting you to explore further into the heart of the Gobi Desert. What if I told you the world's coldest capital city isn't somewhere in the Arctic, but in the heart of Asia? This is Ulaanbaatar, where the average temperature drops so low. It marks the beginning of what makes this place a living paradox. Despite its freezing winters, with temperatures often plunging to -40 degrees Celsius, Ulaanbaatar is home to more than 1.5 million people. The city combines modern skyscrapers with traditional gurs, the Mongolian yurts designed to withstand the cold. Ulaanbaatar's rapid urban growth contrasts with its traditional nomadic lifestyle, creating a fascinating blend of old and new. The city's rich history, from its Buddhist origins in 1639 to its current role as Mongolia's political and cultural center, adds to its charm. However, pollution remains a major issue, especially in winter when coal stoves heat homes. Still, the resilience of Ulaanbaatar's people shines through. In this city of contrasts, the ancient and the modern coexist, creating a unique atmosphere that's impossible to forget. We gather info from various sources, so if we missed something or you've got something cool to share, drop it in the comments. We'd love to hear from you. In the vast emptiness of Mongolia's Gobi Desert, the land suddenly erupts into waves of red sandstone cliffs that glow like fire under the setting sun. This surreal landscape, known locally as Bayanzag, earned the name Flaming Cliffs from American explorer Roy Chapman Andrews in the 1920s. It was during one of his groundbreaking expeditions that the first ever discovery of dinosaur eggs was made here. That moment sent shockwaves through the scientific community and changed our understanding of prehistoric life. The theory that dinosaurs laid eggs was no longer just speculation. It had fossilized proof. Other discoveries followed: velociraptors, ancient mammals, and an entire world buried beneath the sands of time. The rocks of the Jadokta Formation, exposed at these cliffs, are like pages from Earth's forgotten history. At sunset, the cliffs burn in brilliant hues of red and orange, creating an otherworldly scene. winds whisper through the canyons, as if carrying echoes of creatures that once roamed this place millions of years ago. Here, among the silent cliffs and sweeping plains, the earth tells one of its oldest and most dramatic stories. Hidden in the heart of Mongolia lies a place where nature's power and ancient history come together. This is Baga Gazriin Chuluu, a vast granite formation that stretches over 15 kilometers long and 10 kilometers wide. This stunning granite formation, stretching over 15 kilometers long and 10 kilometers wide, holds more than just beautiful views. It's a land steeped in mystery and stories from the past. The wind has shaped these rocks into dramatic towers and columns, but beneath the surface, you'll find traces of civilizations that lived here thousands of years ago. Archaeological evidence scattered throughout the area reveals that ancient people once roamed these lands, leaving behind clues about their lives and beliefs. At 1,768 meters above sea level, the peak of Takhilgin Kavtsal stands as a sacred site, worshipped by locals for generations. The history of this land dates back to the Permian period, over 250 million years ago, an era when the Earth was a very different place. With its unique mineral-rich rocks and ancient geology, Baga Gazriin Chuluu has witnessed the changes of the Earth over millions of years. Baga Gazriin Chuluu isn't just a place to visit, it's a journey back in time, connecting you with the natural beauty and deep history of Mongolia. Elsen Tasarkhai is a unique blend of nature, stretching 80 kilometers through the Bulgan and Uvurkangai provinces of Mongolia. Located just 280 kilometers west of Ulaanbaatar and 80 kilometers from the historic city of Kharkhorin, this area is part of the Mongol Els sand dunes. Imagine walking through towering sand dunes, up to 80 meters high, surrounded by lush green steppes and scattered forests. It's a perfect fusion of desert and grassland, offering a landscape like no other. Elsen Tasarkhai is home to rare wildlife, including the Moral stag, foxes, and wolves, making it a haven for animal lovers. The region has a dry semi-desert climate, with hot summers and cold winters, which shape its stunning, ever-changing dunes. Visitors can experience traditional nomadic life by staying in a gur, a Mongolian tent, and take a camel ride across the sand dunes. One of the most memorable activities is hiking to the top of the dunes to watch a breathtaking sunset over the vast, open landscape. Elsen Tasarkhai stands as an unforgettable destination for those seeking adventure or peace in nature. Orkhon Waterfall, also known as Ulaanbaatar, is one of the most striking natural sights in central Mongolia. It plunges 22 meters down into a rocky gorge dotted with pine trees, creating a dramatic landscape shaped by volcanic eruptions and ancient earthquakes. The waterfall was formed approximately 20,000 years ago and stands as a geological memory of a powerful past. What makes it even more unique is its seasonal nature. The water only flows after the first heavy summer rain. Late July and August are the best times to witness the waterfall in full force. The rough road is a small price to pay for the breathtaking views and the sense of isolation in the steppe. Visitors often hike down to the base of the falls for a closer look at the powerful cascade and the peaceful river below. More than just a sightseeing stop, Orkhon Waterfall is a place where nature's raw beauty leaves a lasting impression. Have you ever heard of the deer stones? These ancient monuments, found mostly in Mongolia, are over 2,000 years old. They're giant stone pillars, some reaching 13 feet tall, and are carved with images of flying deer. The deer stones were created during the Bronze Age by nomadic people who used them for ceremonies and burials. There are over 1,300 of these stones in Mongolia, making it the heart of this unique culture. Each deer stone is different, but most are decorated with beautiful stylized deer or stags. These stones were placed in burial sites alongside other important structures like large burial mounds and altars. What makes the deer stones even more special is their connection to ancient cultures like the Saka people, who lived in the area long ago. The deer stones were one of the first monumental stone structures in Eurasia, built long before the famous Scythians. So, next time you find yourself in Mongolia, take a moment to look up at these towering stones and imagine the stories they've witnessed through the centuries. Tucked away in the southern part of Mongolia, Yol Valley is a hidden gem full of surprises. It sits in the eastern mountain range of the Three Beauties and is part of a national park that was established in 1993. This valley is known as one of the 9 wonders of Umnugovi province. Here, rocky cliffs rise high on both sides, creating a dramatic and peaceful landscape. The full hike is around 10 kilometers one way, which takes about 2 to 3 hours and offers plenty of amazing views. One of the coolest things about this place is its wildlife, especially the famous Yol vultures, also called bearded vultures. These large birds glide above the cliffs, along with other rare birds and mountain animals like wild sheep and ibex. If you're lucky, you might also spot the speedy little Pallas's pika running across your path. Yol Valley is a peaceful escape into nature, perfect for hiking, birdwatching, and discovering the wild beauty of Mongolia. Ongiin Gol is a peaceful river flowing through the heart of Mongolia's vast steppe. It's located in Dongovi province, about 80 kilometers from the nearest town. The river is small, but it brings life to the dry, rocky lands all around it. This is a great place to relax, camp under the stars, and experience true Mongolian nature. Wildflowers bloom along the water in summer, making the landscape even more beautiful. Ongiin Gol may be small, but its quiet beauty leaves a big mark on your heart. Amarbayasgalant Monastery is one of the largest and most beautiful monasteries in Mongolia. It was built in the 1700s to honor Ulaanbaatar, a great spiritual leader. The architecture shows a mix of Chinese, Mongolian, and Tibetan styles, all arranged in perfect balance. Although many buildings were lost during hard times, 28 temples still stand and have been restored. Taikhar Rock is one of the most famous places to visit in Arkhangai province. It stands about 20 meters tall, right next to the Khoid Tamir River in Iktamir Sum. If you look closely, you'll see over 150 ancient writings carved into the rock in different languages. Some of these writings date all the way back to the 6th and 7th centuries, during the Turkish period. Sadly, many of the old carvings have faded over time, and now there's a lot of graffiti too. Taikhar Rock was shaped by millions of years of the river flowing and wearing away the granite cliffs. The rock has become a protected site, and it still holds deep meaning and mystery for the local people. Located in the Khongoryn district of Ulaanbaatar, the Zaisan Memorial honors the Mongolian and Soviet soldiers who fought in World War II. The memorial features a circular mural depicting key moments, like the Soviet support for Mongolia's independence and the defeat of the Japanese Kwantung Army. Visitors can enjoy a stunning view of Ulaanbaatar and the Chuluu River after climbing 300 steps to reach the top. Built in 1956, the memorial is a symbol of friendship between Mongolia and the USSR. Zaisan is a popular spot for school outings and celebrations. The area has also become an elite residential district, with modern developments nearby. The bend in the river marks the site of Ongiin Khiid, a large monastery complex made up of two parts, Bari Lam Khiid and Kutak Lam Khiid. Bari Lam Khiid, built in 1810, sits on the north bank, while Kutak Lam Khiid, built in 1760, is on the south side. At its peak, the monastery complex had 17 temples and 11 more across the river, as well as 4 Buddhist universities. During the 1937 communist purges, the complex was destroyed and over 200 monks were killed or forced into military service. In 1990, after the Cold War ended, monks returned, and in 2004, a small temple was completed using original beams from the old monastery. A few monks now live at Ongiin Khiid, holding daily services that visitors are welcome to join. Located in the heart of Ulaanbaatar, Mongolia, the Gandantegchinlen Monastery, or Gandan Monastery, is a spiritual and historical gem. Founded in 1809, it is one of the largest and most important Buddhist monasteries in Mongolia today. In its early years, it was a thriving center of learning and culture with many temples and statues. The monastery's most famous statue is of Avalokiteshvara, the Buddhist bodhisattva of compassion, standing 26 meters tall. Sadly, during the 1930s, the monastery was closed and its buildings were destroyed in anti-religious campaigns. However, Gandan was reopened in 1944 and became Mongolia's only active monastery for many years. As we move through this vast land, where the horizon seems to stretch endlessly, it's easy to feel like you've stepped into a place untouched by time. A world where nature's whisper are carried by the wind, and the beauty of the landscape unfolds like a living story. The rhythm of life here, in perfect harmony with the land, reminds us of how ancient traditions endure, deeply rooted in the pulse of the earth. The landscapes change before your eyes, from sweeping plains to towering dunes, each with its own quiet tale to tell. As the sun sets behind the rolling hills, the last light dances across the land, leaving behind a soft memory of everything we've witnessed. It's a place where nature still reigns supreme, where the world feels untouched, and where time slows down just enough for you to catch your breath. Thank you for joining me on this incredible journey through the heart of Mongolia. The adventure may be over, but the spirit of exploration never truly ends. See you next time as we continue to uncover the world's hidden treasures, one breathtaking destination at a time.